So now we're going to go to the backend and start preparing few things that are going to help us. Okay, so we're going to open the backend and then go to the models and let's create the model for the post. Okay, the post.js, and I'm not going to copy anything, so we're going to do it from zero so you can, get used to things. Okay, new, what new is going to go require, which is going to be mongoose. Okay, and then also going to get the objects ID, which is going to be from mongoose.schema. Okay, and then we're going to create the schema, which is going to be const post schema, which is going to be new mongoose, okay, dot schema, and then we're going to define the properties right here. Okay, the first thing is going to be the type, and the type is going to be type string. Okay, and I'm going to explain what we're going to do it. So we're going to enum to define the only values that are allowed is going to be profile picture, because we can have different type of posts. You can have a normal post, but also you can have a post when you update your profile picture and you're going to show like this user updated his profile picture. Okay, also we're going to do it for the cover, like the user updated the cover picture, one else is just going to be null. Okay, so we can add like a default to be null. So when it's null, that means it's just a normal post. It has nothing to do with updating anything. Okay, and then we're going to have a text, and this is going to be also type string. Okay, string. Also gonna have images, they are not required, so type just array. Okay, and after the images we're gonna have the user. Let me just move the mouse right here. The user type is gonna be object ID. Okay, and then we're gonna refer to the user. So every post is gonna need a user, so this is gonna be required and it's gonna be true. So after the user, also gonna have the background. We didn't work on it yet, but it's going to be also needed. If we have a background, that means a post is going to have a certain way. Okay, and also going to have the comments. So going to have the comments. You can add like the comments in their own model and then just refer to them, but I'm going to do them right here because that's going to make it a bit complicated, and I'll give you a way to understand how to work with this complicated data. Okay, this is going to be an array, sorry. Okay, and we're gonna have an object inside. So the first thing is gonna be the comments, which is the text of the comments. So type is gonna be string, like that. Okay, sorry, this should not be an array. This should be an object, like that. Let's continue. So also gonna have image, and type is gonna be string. Okay, so now everything is alright. So after the image, we're gonna have Reacts and all the other stuff, but I'm not gonna do them right now. We're just gonna have comment by, okay, and this is also gonna be type object ID, and also it's gonna refer to the user, and then the last thing is gonna be created that. Okay, so every time you comment, you wanna just know when you did comment that. Okay, we can just like add comments to be more understanding. Okay, and it's gonna be type is going to be date, not set, date. Okay, and the default value is just simply going to be new date, so it's going to be the date right now from the server. Okay, so we can also add timestamps, so right here timestamps, and it's going to be true. Okay, so now we've defined everything that we're going to need. A few things that we're going to add them later. So now just import this, export this. So model dot export, and it's equal mongoose dot model, and the name of the model is going to be post, and then we're going to pass the post schema. Okay, so now this is everything that we're going to need for the post itself. Okay, so now we're going to define our route for creating posts. So we can go to the user, let me just copy this and change this to post. Okay, and let me remove all the things from here. Okay, and this is gonna be, we're gonna create a file in the controllers. Let's do it right now. It's gonna be called post.js. Okay, so that means we have the post right here file. Also we're gonna get the auth user. Let me remove everything from here. We're gonna have a function or a route that's called create post. We're gonna use it to create post. Also the function is gonna be create post, and we're gonna pass also the auth user. Okay, like that. Let's see if we have any errors in the, okay, we need to create the function first. So export dot create post is going to be an async function, request response, like that. Okay, let me just see. Okay, so create post is not defined. Let me go back to the routes, and this is fine, but right here we need to get the create post function. Okay, let's see right now. think everything is all right. Okay, so let's continue. Let's create the function. So as usual, we're gonna have a try catch. This is necessary, and then right here we're gonna return response dot status 500, and then the internet server error, and then we're gonna have a message, and the message is gonna be simply from the error dot message, like that. So we're gonna go to try, and this is gonna be actually pretty simple. So we're gonna have a post. So we're gonna create it simply. We're gonna go await and then new post model. We're gonna get it from the models. So simply this way they're going to create, and then the data that we're going to pass to this post, we're not going to define every single one of them. You can use another way, which is just pass the request.body, and that means it's going to go to the body and take all the data that is in the same as the database. For example, if we have in the model like an attribute that is text, so it's going to go and look for that text in the body, okay, and then just simply going to get it, and then we're going to simply save it like this. Okay, so that's the easiest way to do it. And also you can response that with a post, okay, like that. So you can do that and just send the post back to you. Okay, so now we prepared a few things. Okay, so I think this is fine for the post. It's useful, and let's see what we're gonna do next.